Hi, Genki Call here with Gems of War for the week of May 15th, 2023. A lot to go over, folks, a ton to go over, and I'm going to be delayed getting the world event stuff to you, so I'm going to give you the scoring right now, and it is super easy. You just take it in rarity order, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Just do it in rarity order and you'll be golden. Also, if you have Tesla, you are going to be great in this event. Just Tesla, if you need to boost the armor, add golden cog and or the Sphinx, and you will be fine. All right, let's start. I don't even know where to begin. All right, campaign work. So campaign tasks, super easy. We just have the 3 as usual from now on. It's 25 PvP battles, kill 160 enemies, and match 600 light crystals. That's total. That's not for each of these tiers. That is total to be done for the week. All right, as far as Adana goes, we're in Adana this week, and there has been a rework to Adana, and I'm going to get to all of those specifics in just a minute, but I will tell you right up front, ARRRGH has not been nerfed. I know a lot of people were worried about it, but the double ARRRGH team for quick explorers is still viable. All right, let's head into the shop, and we're going to go into resources, get your 10 spoils of war if you can. It's a great deal for these event keys. Get a few other little things as well, and then head over to the weekly event and get your glory troop, the Tesla's engine. So Tesla's engine, what does it do? Create 3 bomb gems, then explode 4 gems and summon a random mech. Is it good? Well, bomb gems are the most underwhelming gem in the game as far as the special gems go. Because you can't match them, you have to explode them in order to explode them. I mean, it's just kind of meh. It does start with 50% mana, but unless you're going to be using a firebomb right up front and immediately kill something, which you could use a firebomb on the team and immediately summon something in its place if you're short on troops, but, Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I always get this up to mythic level if possible. Well, it is always possible. But if you can get up to mythic every week, then that's going to be really, really good for your profile because it's a guaranteed level 20 troop for when you need it for your power levels. Plus, you get all of these lovely things as well. Resources, yay! All right, I'm done with that. All right. So before we go over the troops, well, I'm going to go over everything, but let me just show you the most important thing that you need to know. And oh my God, am I recording? Okay, good. I was afraid I did not have that recording. I will add a link to this page about the Adana rework into the description box below. There are a tons of things that have been changed, but the ones that are most notable are Unstable core. A bunch of these now have this new trait, unstable core, and I will tell you about that in just a minute. Clockwork Sphinx. The boost ratio has been increased from 3.1 to 3 to 1 to 2 to 1. That is going to be a huge amount of difference. Clockwork Sphinx is what I just mentioned to use with Tesla because it helps you get mana and it gives you armor for your team. So that's going to be great to run with Tesla for this event. And the other thing everybody wants to know is, what about ARRRGH? Wait a minute. Boost ratio increased from 4.1 to 3.1 on 3 to 1 on Tesla? Are you kidding me? They increased the ratio? Gasp. Tesla's even better now.
Oh, awesome.
No way. All right, legendary trait, Overclock, now gives all mech allies 2 attack and armor when matching 4 or more gems, okay? Anyway, ARRRGH changed reinforced trait to unstable core. Now, the thing that everybody wants to know about with ARRRGH, and I will show you as soon as I get back in the game. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me get this by base rarity. It's the first trait that was affected on ARRRGH. Unstable core is create 3 bomb gems when I die. This was not touched. So yay for that. We can still do our quick farming for Nomapaloozas and everything with double ARRRGH. It's still viable, and Everything I'm about to go over, unless I say otherwise, is available with your event keys this week. All right. So Ironhawk, the Sparkinator, and Tina are our mythics. Sparkinators, Tesla is a legendary, and she is the bomb. You want Tesla, even if you have 3 Ironhawks. You need to use your event keys to get Tesla if you don't have her yet. Anyway, let me backtrack. The Sparkinator. Steal armor from all enemies, create 10 bomb gems, then explode a random gem. It might hit one of the bomb gems and blow up the whole board, or it may just leave those bomb gems for your enemies to blow up. And then he gains armor when matching red gems, has some spell damage reduction and skull damage reduction as well. He's actually fine to run at the front of the team. Of course, once the enemy team has no more armor, then, he can't steal armor anymore, but he still has a chance to clear the board and get some extra mana for your team. Tina is amazing. Tina does a range of true damage to 3 random enemies and gains a bunch of armor. And with that armor, she adds 50% of armor to her skull damage. So, let's say this was 120, right? An extra 120 divided by 2, that's 50%. That's an extra 60. That would be 180. That is my the skull damage. Sorry. Say 120, right? Half of that is 60, and you add that to this number here. And so the more she casts, she's doing that spell damage. If she's at the front of the team, she will decimate the enemies with skulls, but she has no skull damage reduction. Still, she's gaining a bunch of armor, so she can run at the front of the team, but Doom Skulls are definitely her bane. She also has spell damage reduction. So Carnex is a very good mana generator. Well, I'm very good. Very good in the way that you run this with Mechanist class. You get a 50% mana start for this. That's a whole lot better. That's 8 mana to create some skulls, then explode 10 skulls. Gain a bunch of armor, which then adds to the skull damage. If you have it up front and it has skull damage reduction, I love running Carnex at the front of the team. You're gaining armor. It's kind of like a mini Tina, and I do appreciate that about it. It's also going to be used in this week's trial. I'm running him at the front of the team, having no problems at all, but I'll go over the trials in a bit. Draco's 1337. This guy silences stuns, drains mana from an enemy, and there's a 30% chance straight across the board to insta-kill them. Unless it's in Rage Kurandara, or, Raid Boss, or Leonis Tower. That's it. Everything else, toast. Or any tower, I should say. Or Doom. I forgot about the Dooms. But nobody ever uses the Dooms. That's why I always forget. Anyway, Unstable Core, the new trait. Impervious. Decrease a random enemy's magic by 2 on 4+ gem matches. It's a good legendary. I hate fighting it. I generally don't use it, but it is good. Now, Nutcracker is one that had a buff. Hold on. Buff to Nutcracker. Where are you? Nutcracker. Mana cost reduced from 15 to 14. And it has a new legendary trait. Armor Supply now gives 5 armor when matching 4+ gems instead of 4. So, yeah, it's gotten a little bit of a boost. I like that. I like the troop for mana gen. I love that they reduced the armor cost a little bit, but it will eliminate all armor from one enemy, explode all gems of one of the enemy's colors, and then explode all stone blocks if there are any on the screen. And I just went over these things. Next up, we have the absolutely amazing Tesla. Tesla is a beast. I can't believe they adjusted the boost ratio in our favor. Gasp! Amazing. If you have Tesla, you are set for any event that allows Tesla. And my favorite double Tesla team with Merilith for Delves just got even better. So, she does true scatter damage, only 8, you say? It's boosted by all ally and enemy armor. At high levels, she scales with the enemy. You get a bunch of armor, and she just decimates everything. It's just She is amazing. You must have this troop. If you don't have her, you need this troop. You must have this troop. And I'll put in that Tesla team I was talking about for Delves at the end of this video. Last 15 seconds, watch for it there. Ha 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 ha. In the drop table, try to get this, absolutely. Even if you don't care about Ironhawk, you need to have Tesla. Must have Tesla. My opinion, of course. And then this overclock, which we just... Did we do this? No. 2 attack and armor to all allied mechs when matching 4+ gems. I did go over that, actually, earlier on. Alright. You will not be able to get the chariot. This is only available in the vault. Tink also is not available. This is from Tinkertown, the faction connected to Adana. Same with Destructobot, but you can get Carlson Marshall. He does damage to an enemy. This is our Godslayer. Damage to an enemy boosted by yellow gems. If they're a boss, do 3 to 5 times damage based on my ascensions. So at base rarity, he'll do 3 times the damage. At legendary, 4 times. And at mythic, 5 times the damage. And place Hunter's Mark on enemies when doing skull damage. So this is a very nice troop, especially if you're doing Guild Wars against a skull spamming team and it has Zolgoth on it. Just saying, we're doing Guild Wars next week. No, how dare I mention Guild Wars? We were having such a good time. Sorry about that. Let's backtrack. Alright, so next up, we have Gearly. Gearly does damage to an enemy and steals points from a random skill. That could be anything. That could be magic, life, armor, or attack. And if the enemy is mech, deal double damage. I think just this. I don't think it will steal the double, but it will definitely double this part. And then double skull damage versus mechs. The Limpet bot, this is also part of the trial this week. Convert a gem into a bomb gem and either create 3 more bomb gems or explode all bomb gems. It's actually not too bad as far as mana gen goes, but it's not reliable. So I have it at the back of my team. Again, I'll go over the trials in a bit. Create 3, there's the unstable core again, and reduce damage from skulls by 25%. Despite that, I am not running it at the front of my trial team, and I keep talking about that. I'll go back to it. Panther, hold on. So Panther will do true damage to an enemy with a 10% chance to kill them, boosted by their armor. It is a 5-to-1 ratio, but if you're fighting Panther, this thing is a pain. I don't like things that can insta-kill me, and we've got 2 from this kingdom. Blech. Anyway, chance to dodge skull damage, the unstable core, and skull damage reduction by 25%. Next is Spark Grinder, whom you will get just by doing the storyline here at Adana. Give attack and armor to an ally. If the ally is a mech, deal double the effect. Give double the effect. Deal double skull damage versus elementals. I didn't even know that was there. And fortitude. And, allied mechs, meh. Tankbot 2000 steals armor from an enemy and does true damage and creates 1 to 2 bomb gems. And you may be saying, what is the point of stealing the armor when you're doing true damage anyway? The point is that if you're doing, happen to get a hold of some skulls and they're at the front of the team, then you're still doing true damage with the skulls because you've just stripped off their armor. I'm guessing that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. Skull damage reduction by 50% and unstable core. Next is Ted 1000. This one is our Siege Breaker, so just like our Godslayer troop, this one is for towers, including Leonis Tower. Damage to the enemy based on ascensions and gain in rage. It does have a little skull damage reduction, so it's okay to put it at the front of the team if you wish. And that'd be great for fighting the towers, but we don't have invasion right now, so no need to worry about that right at this moment. Next up is the Clockwork Knight. I like this troop. Gain armor boosted by bomb gems. Boosted by bomb gems. Okay, that's new. This is one of the things that got updated. Convert green gems to yellow. Green gems to yellow. Was it green before? I don't remember. It also has skull damage reduction by 50%. So I was saying, between the skull damage reduction and the fact that it gains armor, this will be a really good one to run at the front of the team if you happen to be running a mech team or you need some extra armor. Next up is the flame cannon. This does damage to all enemies, and so it's okay. It's okay to run for quick delves. I think is pretty good because it does damage to each enemy with a 20% chance to burn. Not really worried about the burn for the delves, but for for arena, that is always a nice thing. But you don't have to own the card in order to pick it up in arena to play with. Anyway, burn enemies when doing skull damage, reduce damage from skulls by 25%, and unstable core, the new trait. Next is the researcher. I remember when this came out. Give armor to the first 2 allies, then explode 2 gems plus 1 more for each bomb gem. I think this thing about the bomb gems is new. I have to cough. Gain 2 armor on 4+ gem matches and gain 1 armor on 4+ gem matches as well? Really? It has both of those. How interesting. So, in other words, it gets +3 armor every time you match 4+ gems. Why does she need that armor? But I mean, it's good for running on a Tesla team that's affected. The armor effects is the spell is affected by the entire team's armor. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't speak. Next is Rover 300. Explode a gem, deal damage to 2 random enemies, then create 2 bomb gems. Always nice for when you're running in an event and you don't have much of a choice. If everything else only does damage to 1 single enemy, it's always nice to have something that will do damage to more than 1. Damage reduction and unstable core. Next up is the Royal Engineer. I do like the Royal Engineer. Armor to all allies. Summon a random mech. Create 3 bomb gems. Nothing to explode anything, but the bomb gems will be there if you need them. Bonus red mana from red gem matches. This will be another good one that you can run with Tesla if you don't have the Clockwork Sphinx. And you're limited to Adana troops or whatever it may be. I'm tired. Solar. True damage to an enemy and burn them, or destroy all bomb gems. When did this become an either or? No, it's always been an either or. My bad. It's always been either or. That's why I don't use it, because I don't like either or troops. I don't mind the ones where you choose a spell, but the ones that are just straight up RNG, I don't like it. It's not my thing. Unstable core, immunities, and skull damage reduction by 25%. Next, Smasherbot not available. This is from Tinkertown, as is Detectobot. Tesla's engine we already went over. I'm going to max this out so I can get my kingdom level up when we leave the kingdom. Yay, yay, yay! Alright. I am such a doof. Alright. Tesla's engine we already went over. Alchemist will transform a selected mana color to yellow and you gain some gold. It's not a bad amount of gold if you're higher level. Also, Merchant, so extra 25% bonus gold from battle, and bonus red mana from red gem matches, which does feed back into himself, and he's immune to silence. Clockwork Sphinx, which I keep mentioning, destroy all gems of a chosen color, give all allies armor boosted by gems destroyed. I love that she not only gives all allies armor, but also you are picking up mana with that destroy. If you pick brown or purple, you can just keep casting with her every single turn if there are enough gems on the board of these 2 colors. Otherwise, you can feed your other troops mana. And unstable core, skull damage reduction, get a little extra magic when an ally casts a spell. The Mecha Rat removes all brown gems and gains 2 gold for each gem removed, with a chance to equal to my gold to summon a Mecha Rat. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. If you have 100 gold, you got a 100% chance to summon another useless Mecha Rat. But as far as Mecha Rats, it's a sorry, that was annoying. Anyway, these useless summons can be very useful, rather like the dragon eggs. It's a meat shield. This is a mech shield. You're protecting the rest of your team from getting damaged by skulls. So, next up is the steam turret. I know this one was affected by the changes. Scatter damage, create 2 bomb gems, create 3 bomb gems when I die, and these things. That's very helpful, right? The bomb bot. This explodes 2 random gems, does damage to all enemies boosted by my armor, and destroys myself. Take your armor, divide it by 2, and that is the amount that will be added on. As you can see, I've got 127 divided by 2. It's damage to each enemy. It's actually pretty darn strong if you have, if you've got some stats. It's really strong right now because we have a 20% bonus. I haven't gone over that yet, but these 2 arrows means 10% bonus, 10% bonus, so yeah, 20% bonus this week on that. The Musketeer does damage to an enemy, just damage to an enemy, 50% mana start, yay. And lastly, the Sentry Bot. Cleanse all other allies, give them 3d8 mana, and create 3 bomb gems. Actually not a bad spell considering that it's a common. It's immune to silence, create the bomb gems when I die, and skull damage reduction. I don't hate this troop. It's not actually bad because cleanse is very, very useful. So if you need it, it's there for you. Power level up. Oh, we love the power level increases. Yes, it increases the enjoyment of the game so much. Wait, is there anything I don't own? Let me double check. Show all. I do not have. Oh. Bork, bork. The Swedish chef. Ah! Okay. So there are some new things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've gone over the rework. We still have the Kingdom Pass to go over, and let me close that. I didn't see it because it's right here. Before we go over the Kingdom Pass, though, let me go into the events for the week. Kingdom Pass, we're about to go over that. Well, we got that, and then the 20% bonus, 10% bonus to Adana troops, and 10% for mechs. Not a surprise. As far as the new troop goes, if you take it into PvP and or Explorer, for each battle you'll get a bonus 400 gold. Yay, gold! We love gold! Ooh, I got a lot of gold this week. Sorry, I digress. I'm tired. Kingdom Pass! Hiya! Kingdom Pass. So, the way that Kingdom Pass works has been adjusted. It has been streamlined, so it's not so aggravating. You only have to find 5 battle crashers per day. Well, now I guess you can still find 10. Alright, so each battle crasher you find will give you 2 crowns instead of 1. And so each of these is going to, each 5 will fill up one of these. That means that Kingdom Pass won't last as long. And the reason why you're seeing a 2 here, because I found 1 battle crasher and it's not showing here, because I was in the game at reset, and when I found this battle crasher, the spell said to be determined, TBD. So it didn't register that I found one of them today, but I still got credit for it. So yay for that. Let's go over stuff. So let's see, Puppy Bot, it looks like, I already have it maxed out, is the pet for the Kingdom rework. Then the, there's the Bork, Bork. Bork 3000, destroy gems, then, whoa. That's a lot of destroyed gems. Holy cow, this is like the new Thrall, except it creates bomb gems, which you can destroy the bomb gems and have them explode, extra mana. Except Thrall has a much lower mana cost. But besides that, if you don't have Thrall available, and you can use brown or yellow, actually, kind of dig that. Create 3 bomb gems when or if I die, and skull damage reduction. I like that. Okay. Some deeds. The next thing we've got here is the Tinker Dwarf. I remember this. I'm seeing these and they look familiar. That's because I look at the spoilers on Taran's World. It's about time this guy came out. Give armor to an ally. If they're a mech, deal triple. Give them triple the effect. Can you imagine casting this on Tina, who's already increasing her own mana? Triple the effect. Cast on Tina. Then you've got Tesla and maybe the Shield of Erskaya. Oh, gasp! So much armor. Okay, anyway. How many times have I said gasp in this video? It's been at least 3. Sorry about that. I'm very surprised by some things I'm seeing today. I can't believe they buffed Tesla. It's so amazing. This is Brian the Clucky thing, except it's not Brian, it's a mech one. Bork bork. I love the Swedish chef. It's so fun. We've got Imperials, which I desperately need. Some deeds. We have this new weapon. The Spark Hammer. Explode a gem. Give armor to all allies boosted by bomb gems destroyed. You're kidding.
That's actually a decent weapon.
Armor to all allies. And the colors are... Now, this is another very interesting thing. In my opinion, something that gives armor to all allies from a weapon. Golden Cock does it, but that's yellow and red. I say and it's a ×2 boost ratio, so every bomb gem on the board that gets exploded, you're only exploding one gem, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Oh, that doesn't apply. Next up, we've got, not VIP, I meant Vault Key. And gems, gems, gems. Those are on the free side. Left is the free side. Right is the paid side. Paid is $7.99 for me. Less on mobile for some people. And overseas, less than that. So this guy is going to be free at some point. You don't have to pay to get this guy. You just have to pay to get him up to mythic level. And, ooh, deed books. We need deed books. And that's the... Bork bork. Let's see. And lastly, two things. The final tier is going to give you the Gear Slinger. Deal true damage to 2 random enemies, then create 5 bomb gems. Doesn't sound as interesting to me as the other weapon, but this one's free. And then on the paid side, we have the Kingdom Battle Crasher, who is going to deal damage to all enemies boosted by bomb gems. Ooh, I do love a good AoE troop. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Not going to add much with those bomb gems, but he can create one when the turn begins if you fully trade him. He's impervious, very nice, and yeah. So that's what we've got here. The thing I forgot to mention is the other thing that they streamlined with the Kingdom Pass is that with the Kingdom Battle Crashers, before, every time you found a Battle Crasher, they'd get harder and harder and harder to find, to where you could spend 2 hours trying to find your 10th Battle Crasher. That's not going to happen anymore. Your odds are the same every battle you go in. So it'll be faster to find the Battle Crashers. It's going to be faster to find the Kingdom Crowns. Kingdom Pass will be over more quickly. I'm very, very pleased with the changes that they've made to the Kingdom Pass. So many things to discuss. Next up, we're about done, guys. We're almost done. So as far as the pet rescue, that's going to be Puppy Bot. Another Puppy Bot. Faction Assault will be Tinkertown, and then Thursday, of course, will be the Mech Class Trial, and this weekend we have